we are in conversation with the co-founders of Honasa Consumer, Varun Alagh and Ghazal Alagh. Honasa Consumer is currently fastest growing unicorn IPO to get listed. Honasa is also the first D2C brand to get listed in the stock market. So, we have with us Varun and Ghazal joining us. So, I have to start with you, Ghazal. As the chief mama of the company, your middle child just got graduated. How do you feel?
I think the feeling is surreal. I think, I've said this, that it's actually a dream that we never dreamt of 2.5 years back. For us, it was one step forward at a time towards our bigger goal, towards our bigger vision. And this is one of those milestones, a very big one, but just a milestone. I think we still have a long way to go in future. Our eyes are on our bigger goals. And it's just been 7 years. We've just gotten started.
Right. And also, Varun, right now, I think the stock price got listed. It came pretty much in line with what you were expecting. It's kind of flattish. So was there concern before that? What was the build-up like, before the listing happened?
No, I think it's a process, right? Finally, what we are building is not a listing, but a business, right? And as a part of this business, this is one milestone. And we will now continue to build the business for decades to come. Right? And I think in that journey is where we'll aim and strive to create value for the investors who have trusted in us, who have become a part of our journey today as we have gotten listed. And I think our focus will be to continue to build an amazing business that they are all proud of.
And the other thing I wanted to touch upon, right before the listing, we have seen a lot of interest, obviously, from the institutional investors, but there was some chatter from the retail investors and the analysts not believing as much into the business. So, how, as a company, listing went well, how do you plan to, bring in that confidence amongst the retail investors going forward?
I think consistency, and we will do what we say and keep doing it quarter on quarter on quarter for decades to come. And जब तक वो confidence build नहीं हो जाता, and तब तक लगे रहेंगे मेहनत करने में.
Does everybody want to add on to that?
No, yeah, I think, we did get fully subscribed on from the retail investors. They were believers as well, right? Now we can choose to look at the good side or the bad side. What I would say is that we do have people who have gone through our business model, who have interacted with us, who have faith in the company that we are building. In the past also, we've not let people down. In the future also, we will not let our investors and partners, we will live up to the expectations that are there from us. And एक ही चीज़ पे confidence है, which is our business model. And वो इतना strong है that we know we will win the non-believers in future as well.
Right. So also from the funds that you have raised right now, around 182 crores have been earmarked for brand building and brand awareness, marketing, ad spends. So going ahead, do we see this eventually, this ad spend starting to come down? How do you strategize it at the moment?
So actually brand building is the core of our business, right? Because that's what we invest in. We are investing in our brands, right? And the long-term sustainability of the business that our brands will generate because of that investment. From a efficiency of that investment perspective, we've already seen that investment leading to disproportionate growth compared to the industry. Right? Now, as it's about our efficiency, I think 2 years back that spend used to be 40%. Now it's already gone down to 35%. Right? As we are scaling up, there is leverage kicking in, right? And we do expect that to continue.
Right. And also operationally, how do you plan to invest the rest of the funds? Will we see more acquisition? Will we see more new products coming in? And now that the stock has gotten listed, what's next for Honasa Consumer?
Like I said, I think the listing is just a financial part of this process. The business continues to do what we were planning to do. Our strategy continues to be the same. to provide the best quality, most innovative products in the beauty and personal care domain to Indian consumers to win them over. And one day even take Indian beauty to the world, right, as a company. And I think that's the vision that we'll continue to live to.
While during your speech, that's a very interesting part that you mentioned, taking Mamaearth global, and something like a K beauty brand will have an I beauty brand. Can you tell us a little bit more about the plans? Are there plans in place at the moment?
It's a vision that we have. See, Honasa as a company started with Mamaearth as its first brand. What we did differently was we understood Indian consumers and their cultural nuances. And we said that when we have such strong belief in our culture, why don't we productize it and make it convenient to use for our consumers with better efficacy? Because सब लोग तो अपने मम्मा के साथ नहीं रहते हैं आजकल, तो अगर Mamaearth होगा उनके पास, तो probably their life will become easier. Keeping that same insight in mind, which is consumer-centric, consumer-oriented, we have also crafted other brands, keeping Indian weather in mind, keeping Indian skin in mind, keeping Indian cultural nuances in mind. When we say taking the iBeauty to the world, what we believe is Honasa as a company to the world, where people say that, you know what, मैंने Mamaearth का Upton use किया था, मुल्तानी मिट्टी use करी थी, and I want to use that because I want to look as good as Indian women do, right? या मैंने इंडिया का sunscreen use किया था, that's very good for tropical weather, and I want to use an Aqualogica sunscreen, or I want to use a Dermaco serum, and that's the vision. And I think plans in place, plans are made for the business. We already have them in place. We've been executing them, and we will continue to execute them in future as well.
I mean, I am absolutely looking forward to whatever that's going to be. I mean, I'm so proud to see an Indian brand, growing and going global. So also, coming to your offline to online mix. So right now we are seeing around 34 to 35% is coming from your third-party marketplaces like Amazon and Flipkart, and not directly from your D2C channels. So wanted to understand the strategy there. So what is the online-offline mix that you're aiming for at the moment?
So the strategy is very simple. Be where the consumer wants you to be. Right? The consumer is interested in buying our brands and our products. Right? If they're interested in buying from our website, we will make that available. If they're invested in buying from Amazon or a Nykaa or a Flipkart, we'll make that available. If they want to buy it in a DMart or a Apollo or a store near them, right, we have to make that available. Right? So I think the strategy is as simple, and that's what people will continue to focus on.
Right. And also in India, we are right now seeing a lot of 1,000 crore revenue new age brands, new age companies getting listed. So when do we expect the 1,000 crore profitable company, new age profitable company, and will Mamaearth be the next one? What's the aim there?
आपके मुंह में घी शक्कर, right? Let's hope so. But it's a journey, right? And all companies sort of, are on different journeys. So are we.
Absolutely. You wanted to add something, Ghazal, to that?
He said it.
Right. And also, whenever a new age company gets listed, and especially when a unicorn gets listed, we also see a lot of ESOP millionaires coming out of there. So any plans on ESOPs, and do we expect a few millionaires to be created with the Mamaearth IPO?
Of course, right? I mean, that's the whole thing, right? Startups not only create value for the ecosystem, but for so many employees who are a part of the founding teams, right? And have been part of that journey. And of course, that's already happened.
Right. Can you share some numbers?
I mean, like going through that list will be a long one.
Okay.
Let's just.
Sure, definitely. And lastly, wanted to understand, you guys have your personal brand, okay? So pretty much you guys are like Instagram influencers at the moment. So now that you are listed as a listed company, will we keep seeing, Ghazal's reels or your reels keep on coming on the social media, or will there be restrictions now?
Okay, okay, so Instagram influencer or entrepreneur who's being real, I think it's the latter for us. We are people. We are a certain way. We have always been fun-loving, dancing around, having fun kind of a couple, and that's what we are on our Instagram channel as well.
Yeah.
I mean, if you meet us otherwise also, you would see us bubbling with energy. That's what we bring to our company. That's what we bring to our organization. And we very strongly believe in being real. So we will continue to being real. I don't think you can, act up for a long time. You can't pretend for a long time. So it's better to own who you are, and we love who we are.
Right. Absolutely looking forward to your next journey as a listed company now. Congratulations. Look forward to your next quarterly earnings as well. Have a nice day. Thank you. Look forward to you. Yeah. Thank you.